Part of me wants to get married so I can be with a Muslim girl who practices the deen, but the other part of me wants to be with a non-Muslim lady, a Christian, who I have more chemistry with.
Okay. Haram! I know this is not a black and white scenario, but for the sake of it, I'm going to put it very bluntly. You are essentially asking what weighs heavier, the deen or chemistry. Obviously for us, that's an easy one to answer. The deen. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Hope you enjoyed.
So the brother asks, should he marry a Christian woman or a Muslim woman? Imagine you come home and your kids are eating bacon.
No! Just pull it all the way, you know. No!
She begged for her life.
Shut up.
That's not freaking bacon, man. Just drop it.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Halal Snack Pack and a new episode of A Very Good Question.
MashaAllah, brother, that's a very good question.
My name is Izzy.
And I'm Juliana.
And today we have everyone's favorite topic.
Marriage.
For men, it's at least top 4. But before we continue, have you checked if you're subscribed lately? You might watch our videos all the time, but not actually subscribe. We put out new videos every week, and it's free.
No.
The email comes from a brother from the United States, and this is what he asked. Assalamu alaikum. I've been a fan of your channel for a while now, since you two are hilarious and very down-to-earth people. So I thought I'd ask a question here. We are very hilarious and very down-to-earth.
We're very down-to-earth, yeah.
Oh, he goes on to say, especially Izzy, considering how he is so handsome and strong.
Why are you gay?
I'm not even sure how you would have known I'm strong, but thank you.
I agree. I'm not going to make a face this time. Sorry.
Part of me wants to get married so I can be with a Muslim girl who practices the deen, but the other part of me wants to be with a non-Muslim lady, a Christian, who I have more chemistry with. I'm conflicted on what to do, and I come from a Muslim family, so I don't know how to approach it with them. Jazakallah khair from the United States.
Okay.
You know, some might be thinking why the brother has chemistry with a woman before marriage in the first place. But we assume the best of our brother, and it's been done in a halal way. In any case, we're looking at the current situation from a general standpoint. Firstly, thank you for watching our videos. We appreciate it a lot, and thank you for your kind words. I agree that we're hilarious, and all that stuff you said about being really strong, handsome. I think you mentioned Goku and Batman somewhere there as well.
We can't have one video where you don't like brag about your Goku strength or something, I don't know. Yeah. Batman mysteriousness.
But jokes aside, since you do watch our content, I would assume that you appreciate how we're straightforward and that we say it how it is. And just to be clear, this isn't a knock on the brother or anyone else in this situation.
Allahu Akbar.
We're simply just giving our perspective.
Chemistry plays an important role, but my brother, you can have both.
As a matter of fact, you can have 4 chemistry. If you know, you know.
You can have 4 chemistry. Big 3, my lord.
Big 3, my lord.
3! Big number 3, my lord!
To help you decide, and inshallah feel confident in your decision, let's play out some scenarios for you.
4 scenarios to be
Oh my
exact.
god. It's getting very repetitive.
But yeah.
I'm starting to get a bit worried. When entering a marriage, we go into it with the mindset of it's going to last till Jannah, inshallah. Or it should be. So we are talking about forever and ever here, not just a couple of years or whatnot. So for example, for every Ramadan for the rest of your life, will you be praying Tarawih alone? Will you be getting up for Sahur alone? Are you going to be fasting alone? And even if your non-Muslim wife fasts with you, you know she won't get it. She won't have that same feeling.
You wouldn't get it.
Unless she's Muslim.
She'll be fasting in solidarity with you and not for the bigger picture. Fasting is the one deed that Allah says it's for Him. Everything else is for yourself.
Will you, for the rest of your life, cling to the hope that she might revert? Will you get frustrated when she doesn't, or when she doesn't show any interest in Islam more than the basics? This woman will be the mother of your children, and she will be their teacher. And who do you want your daughters to look up to for inspiration?
And the thing is, chemistry only goes a certain distance. The goal of marriage is until Jannah and beyond. Also, another thing about chemistry, have you seen when sodium comes into contact with H2O? And to bring it back to the question, you two might share everything in common. Your taste in food, you have the same hobbies, and might even share the same values. But if you don't share that core fundamental belief of Islam, then you should reevaluate.
And when it comes to values, will she know, understand, and accept the rights you have over her? Oh, and in case someone will comment, what about her rights? Let me beat you to it. As a non-Muslim woman marrying a Muslim man who will uphold her rights is hitting the jackpot. This video is about the brother.
When it comes to marriage, you don't want to mess about. It's a very serious undertaking, and basing an entire marriage off chemistry is just not enough, in my opinion. Because marriage is the first step. After that comes settling in your new life, your in-laws, family, and then comes children and so on. Life can be difficult as it is, and putting extra and unnecessary stress on yourself probably isn't the best way to go. On a Muslim marriage checklist, the very first thing should be Islam. Islam should be a fundamental pillar of your life. Imagine not sharing that pillar with someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. How strong is that structure going to be if you both have different foundations, different pillars? Islam is simply the best way to live life. It's the entire reason why we're here. Do you not want to share that with your wife? Wouldn't you want the best for your wife and your children? And generally speaking, when it comes to really big life-changing sequences and questions like this, it's better to crawl to a halal decision than to sprint to a haram decision. You might go slower, but you'll end up in a better place. A cooler place, Insha'Allah, if you know what I mean. Obviously, ideally, is to sprint to the halal decision, but you get the point.
Yeah.
So to kind of sum it up, in my opinion, this is a very clear decision. Muslim or non-Muslim? Muslim. Choose the Muslim.
If you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
And when it comes to approaching family with any marriage proposals, what we'll say is this. It can be very tricky if a family disapproves, whether they are in the right or in the wrong.
And there's a difference between a minor disapproval and a major disapproval. Like a minor one could be like, oh, I don't like that he smokes shisha. There could be a major one depending on your family, but you get the point. And then you have major disapprovals, which the family just cannot get past.
Because again, you have to remember, this is supposed to be forever and ever until Jannah reunites you.
And when it comes to questions like marriage, we strongly advise you to speak to someone who's learned, to an imam, a scholar, and seek guidance on this matter. It's not something to take lightly or to rush into. Most importantly, make dua to Allah and ask Him for guidance. Remember that the responsibility a man carries in a marriage is heavy. It's a heavy burden that you can only really understand once you get married. It's not just you anymore. You're responsible for your family. Also, another thing to consider is that when it comes to sadaqah jariyah, continuous charity even after you've depart from this dunya, one of the things that is counted as sadaqah jariyah is having a righteous child who prays for you. You want that righteous child to be nurtured by a Muslim.
So thank you so much for sending in the question. I do hope that we managed to give you a bit of a different perspective and that there was some benefit in it.
And of course, the whole point is to put it out to the general audience, the people who watch this channel, and give their perspective on this situation. Have you been in this situation? Are you in this situation? Maybe you can share your experiences and what's the best action or route the brother can take.
And if you're watching wants to send us a question, you can send it to this email, hsp.questions@gmail.com.
And as always, a huge shout out to our channel members. Thank you very much for your support and having our backs. We appreciate it as always. Leaving a like always helps, so please like and subscribe. We're so close to reaching 14,000 subscribers. So sharing it to a friend and subscribing will help.
Thank you to Charlotte,
Nori,
Carrie,
Mika,
Safira,
MK,
Blue,
Muhammad,
Light Spirit,
Inspired.
and Randi.
Thank you all, and we appreciate your support. Also check out Instagram. It's good.
It's good. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, share your experience if you have. And we'll see you in the next one.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
Bye. Sweet.
Obviously, chemistry plays an important role. But my brother, you can have both.
As a matter of fact, you can have chemistry with 4.
That was so creepy. What's a matter of fact? Come into my lair.
Wow.
I have 3 more options for you.
What the hell?